shake your booties for Black Girl Nerd.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to BGN Podcast Live. We are still going through sort of the tweaks of our opening and even our closing of the show. But my name is Jamie. I've got Ryan here. Ryan,
hello,
thank
guys.
you.
We're back.
We're back. We back. How's your week, Ryan, been so far?
Oh my gosh. I was so ready for Friday. Like it needs to go like a little bit faster. It's been kind of lagging a little bit. It's like it's getting ready to rain here in Charlotte, or it's been raining. So I gotta wake up. But it's the right time. It's the right time to go live. So I can wake up a little bit. How about you? How's yours going?
Going good. It's been kind of a busy week for me. Barely been able to leave the house, but it has been kind of dreary. But I need to go out because it's just like I need air. I need to touch grass. But it's a good kind of busy. It's always good to, have things to do.
Yep. We get caught up in our tech. So sometimes you need a little bit of break, but it's all good.
Indeed. So thank you guys for being live here with Black Girl Nerds. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification button as well. And, go ahead and share with everybody and let everyone that check out our show. Believe it or not, there's probably people out there that don't know about BGN Podcast Live. So you would be surprised.
Man, y'all better get ready.
You'd be surprised, Ryan. There are people that don't know. So we want folks to be in on this. And that way, those of y'all that are here early, y'all are like the hipsters. Because, when this thing is like mainstream and everybody talking about it, y'all be like, well, I was here back in the day, so I don't know what y'all doing, but I've been here. But yes, we appreciate you guys. And what's fun about BGN Podcast Live via StreamYard is you guys get to comment along with us as we talk about hot topics. Now, our last couple of episodes, it was an episode filled with obviously hot topics, but today it's going to be a little bit different. We've got a guest with us that is going to chat all things hot topics, and we're excited to bring him on. I'm going to first do a little quick introduction, and then I'm going to show you a video about who he is. Well, I'm going to show you the video and let the video speak for itself. How about that?
Yeah. This is going to be good, guys. It's going to be good.
It's going to be really good. So Akil Godard is a film critic, podcaster, computer science, and creator of the Baccanal Podcast. He is originally from Canada. Oh, we love Canadians. Yep. But now resides in North Carolina. Woo woo! Shout out to North Carolina. That was my old, stomping ground back in the day. After finishing his master's at North Carolina A&T University, Akil wanted to venture out into the world of podcasting. Hey! The Bacchanal Podcast's goal is to create a refreshing, blurred environment that combines humor, learning, and blurred fandom. And by the way, for those who don't know, which I doubt there's anybody that's listening that don't, blurred is the portmanteau term for Black nerd. We hope to bridge the gap between the closest nerds and geeks everywhere. That is their tagline. So I'm really excited to have him on the show to chat with us and to geek out. But before we bring him in, check out this video. And then we've got a question that we want to pose to you after you see it.
Hey fellas, let's talk about having a midlife crisis. You might pick up a new hobby. Your parents get tired of your shenanigans and kick you out the house.
Facts.
Finally, deal with some unresolved daddy issues.
Yikes.
Start a new career as a wizard and grow some sweet facial hair.
Swag.
Reconnect with a lost love.
Went back in time to clap some cheeks.
Time to confront some generational trauma.
Nah.
And start a band.
Hell yeah.
Get some questionable tattoos and dabble in cultural appropriation.
No.
Majority of the MCU is men having midlife crisis. Is that a word? My question is, who had the best midlife crisis? My first thought was Doctor Strange, because that's a sweet cape and the dope medallion, but that man is stressed out all the time. So who do you think is having the best midlife crisis in the MCU? Comment below, like, share, and subscribe. Peace.
Welcome, Akil Godard, to the Black Girl Nerds podcast live.
Thank you for having me. It's Goddard.
Goddard. Okay. You know what, Akil, I'm going to say I was on your show. You butchered my last name. I did not correct you on it. I should have, but I was, I don't know.
Rodnax, right?
You say it right now, but you said Bordeaux. People, for some reason, people want to give it some fancy like name. They're like, is it Bordeaux? Is it Broadno? Is it Burlesquedo? I'm like, it's not that deep, y'all.
It seems French.
It's just pronounced the way it's spelled.
I'm gonna add a couple letters of mine to help y'all out.
Yeah, we from the South. We just keep it simple. It's Broadnax. Like, it ain't that deep.
Glasses. Everybody has glasses. Give me a second.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Join the club.
There you go. Now you're one of us. You're one of us. Okay. Goddard. All right. You know what? This is just going to be a lesson in neutron. Goddard. Okay. Well, thanks so much for coming on our show. I appreciate it. Ryan chatted with you before on IG Live, so welcome back. We're gonna just have some fun tonight. First, before we get into the hot topics, let's learn a little bit more about you, the Baccanal Podcast, how to pronounce your last name, and just all things that you guys are doing to help the blurred community.
So the Bacchanal Podcast, we've been around since 2017. It's me and my cousin Casey out of Toronto. Every week we would just have like long, epic nerd debates about different topics, and then it started branching out into music and pop culture. And then we decided maybe we should make this a podcast because we wanted to make a podcast that was similar to barbershop talk, but without the toxicity involved with barbershop talk. So that was the idea behind the Bacchanal Podcast. We wanted to have those type of conversations where we could laugh and learn together.
That's awesome. You know what? That's almost similar to what Young Deuces was saying when we chatted with him on our very first episode. Do you remember that, Ryan? About like having those conversations, like barbershop conversations, but like it not being toxic. I just love that. I love that men are going in that direction with having conversations in fandom culture. Because, back in the day, I remember like when I first started Black Girl Nerds, fandom culture for women was not a safe space for us. So I really appreciate what you men are doing out there in the blurred community. So that's awesome.
Thank you. And the idea comedy. Of the barbershop talk kind of comes from, like for Black men, therapy isn't really affordable. So being at the barbershop is kind of therapeutic for Black men. That's the opportunity where you basically let your guard down and you have somebody with a blade, touching you up and talking to you. And that's where you get to express what's going on in your life. You have locals that come to the barbershop. So that type of environment is what we're trying to cultivate without the toxicity involved with that.
Right. And I apologize, Ryan. I assumed you knew what I was talking about, but you were not on the first episode. That was Giandra that was with me. So I know you're like, Jamie, what is she talking about?
Listen,
I'm just going to go with the flow.
Right. BGN, just go with the flow. Look, I know what you mean, though, because, it's that time period where, we still in COVID. We got different variants every 5 seconds or something. So people relate to like, being able to express themselves, having a clear, open dialogue, about different topics and people really revealing, like a barbershop kind of setting, but, right. But not in a toxic way. So, yeah. And then when you can throw in a little nerd stuff, because, sometimes they think Black people ain't about the nerd world and know about the gaming. So I love that aspect of it.
Thanks.
So then let's answer the question that you posed in your intro video to those of you guys that are listening. I see we've got a few listeners that are listening live. Who in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is having the best midlife crisis? I've never thought about that question, and it's now got me going like, okay, that's a good brain teaser.
Let's unpack this together. So I was thinking Star-Lord because he's a man-child. He gets to hang out with his buddies all the time, but nobody respects him.
Oh,
he's not respected. Gamora died. She came back, and this Gamora's not even into him. So he has to earn back that relationship. So I don't know. Star-Lord's kind of iffy. Doctor Strange is stressed out, so I can't pick Doctor Strange. Tony was living his best life, but he's dead now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It might be Hawkeye.
Huh. Okay.
He got to appropriate some Japanese culture. You know, he got his family.
He's going
back.
full Tom Cruise on us, huh? Full Last Samurai.
He got some sweet tattoos. There's a new Hawkeye that's going to take his place. You know, things are good.
What about Thor? Isn't he losing the guts?
I was thinking Thor, like the haircut. You know, he's got this new entourage, like this new
Right.
He lost Mjolnir and he lost his eye, though.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cooler now.
I don't know. He's still going through depression.
Is it?
I mean, it's like I thought he was out. Like I thought it was like lightning bolts every now and again. I thought he was good.
Well, Endgame was basically the process of him going through depression and dealing with the mistakes of Infinity War, because he felt like he messed up by not aiming for the head when he threw a Stormbreaker. So he had all that weight on him, and that's why he started dealing with his depression by eating. So Love and Thunder is going to be him.
Yeah,
coping with that depression and building himself back into a hero. So he still has mental issues going on. So I don't know about Thor. I don't know.
Wouldn't that be a midlife crisis though? Is like you're going through a depression, like you're going through it? Or am I misinterpreting what a midlife crisis is?
I think it's different. I think it's different for all guys. You might show up with some sweet tattoos and facial hair in the motorcycle. That's what you do sometimes. I think T'Challa is. I think T'Challa is not really going through a midlife crisis, though.
We haven't seen enough of T'Challa to even assess that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like. Shay Nick says Thor lost everyone. He doesn't have friends. Peter even looks like he's sick of him. What about Peter Parker?
Yeah. No, man, that man lost everything. His identity is gone. No,
they might remember
right now.
Nicole Lee says, "What about the new Captain America?"
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sam Wilson.
My guy couldn't get a loan at the bank.
Man, that was the blackest moment on that show. Let me just say,
that was hurtful. That was hurtful. They could have faked that a little bit. They didn't have to do it. God, it was real, but they didn't have to do it to us. Did they have to do it to us? They could have let him have his moment. They had to do it to us.
Man was a superhero. Like he saved the planet. You can't even get
God, the credit gotta be good. I'm just saying. Come on now.
I don't know, man. Tony Stark could throw him some money. He can have like a loan or something for the fellow Avengers. A safety blanket for them putting their lives on the line.
The benefits ain't what it used to be. I'm trying to tell you.
It ain't, man. Where's the Avenger 401k? Like
seriously though.
What plan they got going on?
They need a financial planner, somebody to help their FICO scores get in order. Because that ain't right. That ain't right. Wow.
He might be living his best life though. He has transitioned from being an African king to white vision now. He's a white man exploring the world. And he just recently divorced Wanda. So he's out here just, doing some real midlife crisis stuff right now.
Oh, man.
Nadia, welcome back from Facebook. I'm in jail, so I had to use African American ingenuity. I love this scene.
Yes.
Oh, we love Nadia. She's great.
Yes, Nadia coming through.
Oh man! Wow, this is a really good question. I feel like this.
So we gotta settle on Hawkeye though. But Hawkeye is so like, but I guess
I don't think
I know
about
Loki don't have
like
it.
That. I really don't think about Hawkeye like that.
Yeah, like
Hawkeye is living the dream.
I barely watch the show.
He is living the dream.
I mean,
he's deaf, but
I feel like he need a little something extra. I mean, is he though?
I feel like Hawkeye's like, I heard enough.
Yeah.
I heard enough. I did enough. I'm good. I'm gonna let this young girl take my mantle and do what she need to do. He burnt that Ronin costume. He's like, I'm gonna forget about all the bad stuff I did. Midlife crisis time.
What about Wolverine?
He's not technically in the MCU yet.
Yeah, true.
That's trauma right there too. That's
okay.
A lot of trauma.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Marvel Cinematic Universe.
You pick that man apart.
I'm reaching. I'm thinking of men that
we gotta.
Yeah. Sam might now have the FICO score, but he had the community. That's right. That's right.
Exactly.
Ooh,
Thank you.
I think I figured it out. Winter Soldier. My guy went to Africa.
Bucky.
Yeah. He got him a sweet new arm. He got a haircut. He learned
Okay.
about the Wakandan culture. He got a new black best friend. I don't know.
On the up and
Sounded
up.
kind of good.
Did he kind of was checking with an Asian girl too? Was like, you know,
Oh,
had
yeah,
his
yeah,
little
yeah,
interracial kind of.
I think he had some women on the side when he was going through that white wolf phase when he was in that village.
Okay, well, this is good. This is something to chew on. You know, feel free, guys, to leave your comments. And this is I like this. I like this question. I still have to think through more characters because I'm just like, who else is having their best life? Yeah, and even characters that haven't even come into the MCU yet. Like I'm still reaching for.
I feel like we reach
some
it, and it's probably somebody like Drax the Destroyer right now, just chilling on the spaceship, just enjoying life.
Yep.
And then if we get into DC characters, it's gonna be a lot too.
Oh yeah, they definitely got Midlife crisis.
Trauma.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of trauma. Okay, so moving on to our stories here, we got a lot of hot topics for today. So I think, oh man, where do I even freaking begin? I'm gonna start light. How about I start light with our topics, and then we'll go into some of the craziness.
Keep it light for Akil. He took his glasses off. Keep it light.
Take the glasses off for this. I'm ready.
So, for those fans that are feeling a little nostalgic, these photos came out today. Well, not today, this week, I should say. This is the images for the new House Party movie that's going to be coming out. Jacob Lattimore plays Kevin. Tosin Cole is Damon. Tosin Cole is also in the new AMC Plus series called 61st Street, that new series with Courtney B. Vance.
Okay.
So it's HBO Max is going to be releasing the movie, and it comes out on June the 28th. Here's another photo.
Wait a minute. Jacob's supposed to be in the shower. What he doing?
That's right. Thank you, Ryan. How did I miss that? From The Shy, yes. Jacob Lattimore is known from The Shy. So we've got both of them that are in this. What do you guys think about House Party? Are you hyped for the movie? Do you care?
I get HBO Max for free with my AT&T account, so thanks. I'm gonna watch it anyways. It's free. It's there. Jacob Lattimore, the last project I watched with him in was the Leatherface movie that they had on Netflix.
Oh.
Did you guys watch that?
No, I didn't see that one.
There's a random scene. It has nothing to do with the movie. He's walking. He just goes, "Oh!" And I was like, "All right, bro, you doing way too much." It was like a Trey Songz yodel. As long as he's not yodeling or randomly breaking out in the song, I'm in.
You're good. Okay.
I don't want him randomly singing. I don't need that.
Now he doesn't randomly sing in The Shy. I mean, he does a lot of other sketch stuff, but he doesn't sing.
He can sing, but
yeah, he can sing. I don't know why he was yodeling like that, but he can't sing.
Too much, man. I don't want him.
I'm here, a little kid and play redo. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I mean, I think the nostalgia thing is something that is very easy in Hollywood these days, and I don't know. I mean, I guess you could argue and say, "Oh, Hollywood's running out of ideas," but I like seeing Black folks being employed too. So I'm here for it, and I really enjoyed the House Party movies back in the day. So if it was a reboot of a movie that I was like, no. But this was a really good movie back in the day. And I hope, obviously, since they're still around, that we get to see Kid and Play make a cameo in the movie. Like, that just seems like...
Let's be honest, the House Party movies aren't about nothing. They're just enjoying themselves.
There's no real plot.
Don't tell anybody to kill. Don't tell them that.
You got a bunch of grown-ass men talking about, I'm in high school. It's like me showing up, talking about, hey, guys, I'm a freshman. No, you're not. Fresh out of what? Grown man.
I mean, even though they was like 30, I mean, that's fine. It was like high school. It's close enough.
They have bags under their eye talking about high school stressful. No, you old. Like, come on now.
Who's gonna play Pop? I want to know that.
Oh yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Nicole Lee says, I'm not here for it. That soundtrack was bomb, man. I just think they'll be able to recreate it. Yeah.
I mean, some people... gonna be on that soundtrack. Be ready for it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The soundtrack.
Not with a yodel.
He gonna be yodeling. Ah! I don't.
I just want to go back and find that part. I just want to see it because I'm like, why would he do why would it be so random? Like,
you gotta tell us the name of the show or the movie first.
I'm gonna send y'all my TikTok, and I made some commentary on that specific clip, and I'll send that.
Oh, but can I sideline real quick, right? Because you mentioned TikTok videos. How long does it take you for these videos on IG? Because those things are so I'm laughing. I could just keep going through the whole reel when you post them up. Like you did one for Anderson .Paak for Met Gala.
Oh, where I put that Willy Wonka beat the murder case on the live case. There you go. I caught myself on the live case at the factory. Yes. It depends on the video because I got to gather the different pictures and then I kind of make a skit in my head of what I want to say, and then I figure it out as I go.
I like it. That's y'all got to check that out. I love the little interfere facts and those things are hilarious. That's all I got to say. There's a Tyler Perry one. You guys go check that one out.
Oh yeah, and I put Tyler Perry was in the Doctor Strange because you got to keep your third eye open because you saw them Tyler Perry wigs. You following me, Jamie? They had some Tyler Perry wigs.
Listen, that's a whole meme. Tyler Perry's movies and wigs is a thing. And I don't understand why, as much money as Tyler Perry has, I mean, he funded a film studio. Why he cannot afford a wig budget in these movies. I don't get it. So, yeah. Bruh, do something with them. I mean, wigs ain't really that expensive.
He's in Atlanta. You can't find somebody that can sew up a nice lace front.
In Atlanta, no less.
Yeah.
Come on now. The hair capital of the world? Really?
Do better, Tyler. Do better.
What y'all think about that? What do y'all think about Tyler Perry's wigs? I didn't even add that to the show.
I'm over here just randomly throwing it in. Talking about Tyler Perry's wigs.
Well, the thing is, a lot of Marvel movies are shot in Atlanta, so I feel like they just, they scoot over to Tyler Perry and hey, gotta hold a wig because Doctor Strange has some questionable wigs in the new movie. I'm just saying.
Okay.
His wigs are questionable.
They looked very Tyler Perry-ish. So that's why I feel like Medea might, show up in the MCU. Who knows? Amazon sells them. I don't know. I think he gets them at a swap meet, Nicole. I don't think it's Amazon.
He might get them off of Amazon. You never know. I don't know. You get them in 2 days.
He got a hook up. I think he got a cousin making wigs or something. He trying to keep
I would go with that. Yeah, that's what I would go with. Yep.
You know what? He might make the wig. He might make the wigs his damn self. He writes all his own scripts.
There you go.
He tries to do everything himself. Huh?
You ever watch The Oval on BET?
Yes.
That shit crazy. Man. Oh my god.
Yes.
I said, Tyler Perry, what demons are you fighting?
I don't know. That thing is deep.
Okay, Tyler? Are you okay?
What is going on, Tyler?
That therapy session is long. That's all I got to tell you.
Oh man. All right. Well, speaking of somebody that's got some demons that he needs to be fighting, this dude.
Oh my god.
I mean, listen, we've talked about him before, and the reason why we're bringing up Ezra Miller is because he is very important to the Warner Brothers DC universe, DC Cinematic Universe franchise, because he's the titular character, the Flash, aka Barry Allen. Movie's already been shot. He's in it. He's gonna have to do press days. The latest news on him is we already know from our last show, if you caught it, we announced that, he got arrested in Hawaii. But TMZ released a video of his arrest. And in the video, Mr. Miller says that he films himself when he's assaulted for NFT crypto art.
That man fighting demons and he losing.
Yeah.
The demons are winning. I don't know what's going on. First of all, if that was Lamont Miller and not Ezra Miller, it would have been a wrap. It had been gone. Because really, I don't know who's a bigger menace, him or the baby. Because they just out here just fighting everything.
The baby is he's on one. Yeah, they might be on the same club or something.
I don't know. What's something in the water. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand WB. They got rid of Johnny Depp. They blackballed Ray Fisher. But they kept Amber Heard and they kept Ezra Miller. Like, where's your moral high ground? Like, how do you pick and choose?
Well, the rumors are that they're looking for another Flash. That's what I've been reading from like suspect news sites. They're not from like reputable news sites.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
I don't know how accurate. Yeah, I don't know how accurate that is, but yeah, I agree with you, Akil. Like if they got rid of Johnny Depp, then they really need to kind of look and see. Maybe he might be a liability at this point, because if that video, it's not a good look. We're not going to show the video. You can go on Twitter or go on YouTube, and TMZ's site has the whole video. It looks bad. It just looks sloppy. He looks like he has no regard for his public image. So, and you guys, he's representing, the Flash, and then what is to say about the other Justice League movies? Like, so what do you guys think that are watching? Should Ezra Miller be replaced? Do you care? I'm curious to know what your thoughts.
My thing is, did you guys see that video where he was trying to fight the KKK? Like, I think he's just calling out any
No, I did not see that.
for him to antagonize that he could fight. Like, it's random. Like, he's just randomly fighting people. The situation in Hawaii, I think he broke into a woman's house and they woke up with like him over them. Like, yeah, I'm ready to fight. Like, picture waking up with Ezra Miller over you. Like, come on now.
And then he punched a woman. So he has this history with just being violent with people. And again, I don't understand it. He really needs to get rehabilitated fast. But maybe, yeah, I don't know.
But here's my thing. Look how the public is demonizing Will Smith for his one, moment of bad judgment. And then you have somebody like Ezra Miller with a laundry list of bad judgment. But hey, it's okay. It's Ezra. It's what he does. It reminds me of back in the day when Russell Crowe used to go around beating people up.
Yes, I remember that.
I didn't remember that. I did not remember that.
Russell Crowe was
You're young, Ryan, so this was like years ago.
Yeah, he was going around just fighting people in bars all the time.
But that explains the movies. Okay, I see how it's going down.
And Nicole Lee says, to me, he didn't really embody the Flash. I like Grant Gustin, but that's just me. So he's gone, no skin off of me. I agree. Just recast him with Grant Gustin. I mean, Grant Gustin should have played.
Yeah.
He couldn't even run. He was just flopping his arms around. I was like, that's your main thing is running. Like, you can't run?
Yeah, you got to perfect the run.
The weirdest looking run. I didn't know what was going on.
He was so annoying in Justice League. His character was so annoying.
Yeah, I didn't understand his Barry Allen. It was more of a Wally West hybrid. I don't know what he was trying to do.
Wally West, wow. Should have got him.
Or they kill him off and they bring in a new variant of Barry from a different dimension. That's how you correct that issue.
Yep.
Yeah. It'll be easy to recorrect it because there's so many different versions of them. So it'll be easy to correct. But Warner Brothers is like, man, another one.
I know.
Another one.
Phone just ringing with Amber Heard and Ezra. They're just like,
I know. Between that and then like the new Harry Potter movie, and then J.K. Rowling, like, do we invite her? Do we? What do we do?
Back table.
Like,
I would do a FaceTime and take her audio off. Be like, she's here, folks. I can't hear her.
They would definitely do that too. That is hilarious.
I guess her audio's not working, y'all. I guess we got to cut the connection.
Oh man,
that is great. I need to be around for the Zoom. That's great.
Well, speaking of cutting off, that was a great segue. This show got cut off, unfortunately. Not really happy about this one.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Yeah.
I wanted to like it, But them CW tropes, once I saw the love triangle, I said, we going down this path, CW? Are we doing this again, CW? It was the same tropes that you see in The Flash and Arrow. It's like the writers don't even try anymore. You have source material. You literally don't even have to write. You can just grab that same source material and recycle it and keep it moving, but not CW. Like, nah, we got to spice it up with a love triangle. We got to put some drama that has nothing.
So is that what got you? Was the love triangle? That
It was a love triangle. I said, damn, we ain't doing this again. I said, fool me once, CW. But you about to fool me 4 times because they got me with Legends. They got me with the Flash because the Flash went downhill. They got me with Arrow.
Yeah,
I said, how many times you gonna get me, CW? How many?
No, what is with these CW shows that just kind of like? I mean, Naomi didn't really have a chance one season, but like Riverdale, you know, like that one went downhill. The Flash went downhill. I mean, Legends. I really didn't even get into Legends like that. So it being
I
canceled.
will say, Candace is still fighting though on the Flash. I give it that.
I agree. Well, I was gonna say, I believe that they have a 2-year plan, and then they just wing it after that. Like, hey, we made it this far, y'all. Let's figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's been the case with the Flash, Arrow. It's just like
Arrow. Yeah, I mean it's kind of sad because it's like Arrow, the Flash, even Legends of Tomorrow had several seasons. They at least are given some legs. Superman and Lois got renewed. I don't understand why it wasn't given at least another season. I mean, they just canceled Batwoman. Batwoman at least got 2 seasons.
Ooh, that was
oh yeah, I was so pissed about it. I was like,
what? Wait a second. Right. Whoa.
I was like,
Akil, what are your thoughts on Batwoman? Because you just said something.
What did he say?
Here's the thing, because I figured out what they're doing at CW. I already told you they got a 2-year plan. Look at the production of Stargirl. Look at the production of Superman and Lois. Those are all under the HBO Max umbrella. Production's better and it's tighter storylines. CW, they have a cookie cutter of tropes of different things that they have to follow within their first and second seasons that they relay that in every show. Did Batwoman not have a love triangle?
I mean, don't all of those CW shows have that?
Well, why? Why they follow the same tropes?
Well, now the last season though was not really her. The last scene was more her just trying to be jealous and run away though. It wasn't really like the triangle.
I don't know. Once I saw the black Joker with the dreads, I said, "What y'all doing?"
Wait,
I liked him.
I thought it was
now.
I thought, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Innovative, like a black Joker, an Asian Poison Ivy. I was here for it. I like
some folks. Not my Joker. Not my Joker. He ain't pale enough.
People gonna be mad. Come on now.
Of course.
Yeah, people gonna be mad. So getting in there.
I was waiting for Tyrese and Ray J to show up at that point because the quality went down.
When they got a black Joker.
Yeah. Once I saw Robin Givens show up, I said, "Oh no! What in the UPN is going on here?"
Now wait a minute here. Now you know Robin Givens got to be everybody's mom. Come on now.
That's always somebody's stressed out mom. Everybody, Lord Jesus, where's Batwoman? Where's my daughter?
Somebody got to watch after Batwoman. Is all I'm saying. I'm just saying.
Well, what's going to be really interesting, speaking of Batwoman, I'm giving you guys a teaser for those who are listening, is we will have a guest on next week who is fighting to save Batwoman. And she is actually posting billboards in New York City of the Save Batwoman campaign. So I can't wait to speak to our guest next week. So stay tuned.
I hope that guest gets the funding and the writing that they need. And go to HBO Max. Do not go to CW. And I hope they can fulfill what they're trying to do, because I don't think that CW really believed in Batwoman. If you look at their metrics, they haven't been making money since I think 2007.
You know what? And to be fair, CW has, not that I really care about CW and their business model or infrastructure, but they had their CW upfronts today and they canceled a hell ton of shows.
Yeah, the list is going,
freaking Magnum. Well, no, Magnum PI is on CBS. There was like
Charmed.
Charmed got canceled, right?
Yep.
So there was like several shows that got canceled. And then of course Legends of Tomorrow also got canceled earlier with Batwoman.
Roswell, which I was surprised. I was like,
Roswell.
yeah, cancel that. They just like, because they like up in the air. They don't know who's gonna buy them right now, so they just like, oh, let's just ask everything. Ask everything.
I feel like
Sell
maybe
all the
because
HBO
we're in a
Max.
what's that?
I said I feel like they should just sell it all to HBO Max, man. Do y'all watch
Thank
Stargirl?
you. Yes. Stargirl is money. Like sell it to HBO Max because
I
they don't.
love
They have
Stargirl,
room.
man. They beat
Yes,
them
they
kids
have
up.
room. To grow. Yes.
I
I'm
was
like,
yo,
take all the
wow,
shows and put them over there if they
afraid
had.
to hit a kid in that show.
Yep.
Maybe because we're in a recession. Maybe we're in a recession, y'all. The shows we got to save some money.
They are not being smart right now. If HBO, maybe they sitting back waiting and like, okay, hold up, let me wait for a minute. Let me see what else they asking to see what they're gonna do. Because HBO can take it and turn it up. All the ones that they like axing
That's what
out.
I'm waiting on. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on too. I'm hoping they like, okay, we got a plan. We ready now. I'm just waiting for like CW to keep on going down the list.
Now, Ryan and Jamie, remember CW was working on a live action Powerpuff Girl project?
Yeah.
The script for that was leaked.
Didn't even come to
fell apart.
Yeah, the fans went
Bubbles,
in on that.
Buttercup. It's just rude.
The fans went in on it when it got leaked and they saw what it was and they were like, "Oh, this is trash." They were like, "Yeah, we're not gonna give this light a day."
I'm telling you, get that stuff to HBO Max. Stop playing.
Go ahead and sell it, man. That's what they need to do.
I know. I mean, if CW can't afford superhero shows, just stop greenlighting them. Like, just let other networks that have the budget, because I feel like superhero shows are on a whole different, level, and they deserve a budget that can support that level, So, yeah, I give it to HBO Max. Fingers crossed for Batwoman on that one. So somebody that's on a whole different level to me. Akil, I don't know if you want to be in this conversation. Feel free to opt out if you want. But as a woman that likes this particular actor, I got to bring him up. Because listen, Jesse Williams, first of all, he is someone who follows Black Girl Nerds on Twitter. Thank you, Jesse, for that. Hey. But I saw him trending on Twitter. I was like, what happened? Whenever a celebrity trends on Twitter, I get worried. I'm like, uh-oh. Did he Me Too somebody? Did he get hurt? Like, what happened? And he was trending because he's in this play, which of course I don't have the name of the play in front of me, which I should have.
I think it's Take Me Out.
Thank you. Take Me Out, which is it's a play about baseball. Like, take me out to the ball game. I guess that's kind of the play on
ball game.
Title. Ball game. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Because what happened was there is a scene with Jesse Williams where there's full frontal nudity. And in Broadway shows, period, you're not supposed to actually film the scenes with the actors. So they tell you, please turn off your phones, blah, blah, blah. But someone in the audience decided, because they were excited, and they were like, I'm putting this on the Twitter.
The streets need to see this.
They filmed Mr. Williams in full nudity, and it went viral, and people was excited about it. And as you can tell by my smile, so was I. It was interesting. So I guess it brings the question when it comes to these kind of situations: is leaking a video from Broadway shows an invasion of privacy? Because obviously this is not something he wanted to get out. The people running the show didn't want this to get out. So what are your guys' thoughts on this situation?
I'll go first because I'm gonna give y'all a completely different perspective. I see what you're doing, sir. I see what you're doing. You allegedly left your black wife for a white woman. You asking for child support. Wow. You can't afford the child support. You let it all hang. Now you got women saying they willing to pay your child support. I see what you did, King. I see what you did. You flipped this situation, and now you about to benefit. And then the play that he's doing, I believe he's playing a gay character. You got the LGBT and you got the women on lock, and you letting it all hang low. I think he leaked it. Hear me out. I think he leaked it. It's a smart move. Sir, I applaud you.
Well, I will say this. I will say this as far as like who he's with. He is dating the sister. He's dating.
I was gonna ask that. I was like, am I late?
He's with Taylor Page, who is the actor that's in Zola.
Stuff wasn't true then, right?
That actually was true. Him being with a white woman when he left. I don't know if he left his wife for, like, I don't know if she was with him while they were married. I don't know what that story was, but I think he was seeing a woman and she was white after they had split. But I mean, I guess you could technically say left for a white woman. But anyway,
I went and changed.
Right now he's with his sister, so he got his black card back. Okay,
Jesse, I see how you're moving. You are a smart man. You making Future proud. I see what you're doing, son.
Nicole said it's about
Future proud
baseball player.
I'm done right now.
I see what you're doing, Jesse. You got women willing to pay your child support right now.
Casey Branker bats came out.
I'm done with all y'all right now.
People was going in on Twitter. I was just like, and then I was watching The Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne was joking, wondering if it was real. I was like, come on, bro. Why would he wear a prosthetic on stage? That don't even make sense. Like, they do that in the movies or whatever, but live on stage, that
hot out there, man. I used to do plays in high school and college. It's hot. It's hot and musty out there. Jesse, I applaud you, King.
Oh,
I applaud you.
Wow. Okay.
Jesse.
I didn't know there was a whole plan for Jesse. All right, Jesse. Man, okay. I know there was a whole plan right here.
He's like, you want me to pay what? Oh, I'm about to let this hang out. I'm gonna have my friend come and videotape. It's a conspiracy. I see what you're doing, Jesse.
Nicole says, hell yeah, it is. First off, why are people using the phone during a Broadway show? Secondly, he should have afforded the same courtesy as anyone else, regardless of who he is dating or not. Because we're in the world of social media, and everybody got to have a moment where their post goes viral. I literally just saw a video the other day of Dave Chappelle doing his show because he's on tour, talking about the Will Smith slap incident, and somebody captured it on their phone during the comedy concert. And I'm sure at that concert, they weren't allowed to have their phones on.
Nope.
So yeah, it's
an invasion of privacy. If it was an actress on stage and I'm taking pictures of them naked, and I'm basically exposing them and invading their privacy. So with it being a guy, it's kind of just
it's like the thing now where go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I'm just saying, I was like, if it was a woman, whoever leaked it, it would have been a harsher punishment than what's happening right now.
And it's the thing where, like, people are so quick to use their phones in any situation where if you see someone getting hurt or someone's getting beat up, rather than going to help them or calling the police, you take out your phone and capture it on video. So that way you can put it on Twitter and be like, look at this, y'all. This man's getting his ass beat. Like, that's the thing to do. So
that's why I like these concerts. Like, I went to the Silk Sonic concert, and they make you lock your phone and keep it in the pouch. I like events like that because you don't have to worry about, they're going to catch me on social media having fun. Like, you get to live in the moment and not be concerned about live streaming and taking pictures for likes.
That's what they need to start doing for all the shows. Because, I've been to movie premieres where, they have that pouch and you cannot get that thing open. You will not be able to get to your phone, which feels so weird because it's like, wow, I really can't use my phone. What am I going to do? Because they do it before you are seated into the theater. So there's that moment where you're waiting for the movie to start. And, usually you're doing your last minute texting or last minute scrolling on social media. And wow, I'm forced to like talk to people sitting next to me. And so, but yeah.
I'm trying to be like y'all. I'm trying to be up in some premieres, man. I'm lucky to get into Walmart. You guys are over here getting into premieres. So
what? You didn't get into Walmart? I could hook you up with that. I can get you into Walmart.
Man, Walmart's wild. I'm over here in Greensboro. It's wild. It's a wild west out here.
Get his ass beat. Oh, you still talking about that baseball play? No,
Oh Lord.
I think I've moved on. I meandered from the baseball play to the way we are when it comes to capturing moments on our phone. We're quick to grab our phones in very high intense moments. So
Yep.
that's what I meant by that situation. But I did kind of deviate from the topic at hand.
Got hot and bothered thinking about old Jesse. It's okay.
Yeah. Woo. I did meet him once for like 2 seconds at Sundance a few years ago. Very,
Oh,
very
My
attractive.
wife was like, "There's a leak about some Jesse guy who's out." I said, "Don't you worry about that." Snatched your phone out. Said, "You don't be looking at nothing."
Don't you worry about them photos.
Jesse,
And
who?
we are not showing the video, by the way. If y'all want to go see the video, y'all go on Twitter, type in his name, search it. Y'all do that on
You
your
better be
own
watching Jesse Jackson. I said, "Only Jesse you watching."
not Jesse Jackson though.
Jesse Ventura, Jesse James.
Jesse James, Jesse Jackson. That's only Jesse you watching in this house.
Okay, so on our next story, this story is a little bit sad, and I'm going to toss this one over to you, Ryan, because this is about actress Sophie Turner, who, by the way, we actually interviewed recently on Black Girl Nerds. So if you have not already subscribed and hit that notification button, then probably you should do that because we do have celebrity interviews on this channel, and you can check them out, including Sophie Turner's interview. All right. So Sophie Turner, she obviously is very well known from Game of Thrones fandom. And Ryan, set the story up for us. Why don't you?
Yeah, so this is like this is a different kind of exposure, if you will. Okay, so we all remember Sansa Stark. So if we go back to Game of Thrones, for me, Game of Thrones was my first like intense TV show. Like if you go past because you have The Wire, right, and you got the violence and the gore and all that kind of stuff. But then when you go to GOT, it's a whole other level. So this is interesting to hear Sophie Turner talk about this. She did an article with The Cut. She was talking to let me find it real quick. She was talking to Jessica Chastain. They were doing like a little interview. I always love when they do the celebrity interviews because they get real, right? They get real candid about different stuff. Mm-hmm. And so basically what's going down here is I can give you like 2 names, right? Ramsay and Joffrey, and you already want to just be gone because they were like the worst, right? Let's just go ahead and put that out there, the worst. And Sansa Stark had scenes with both these guys. We'll just leave it at that. And so she's going back now, right? She's like a mom. I think her and Joe Jonas are like on their second kid and everything. And so she's reflecting. She's like, well, when I was on set, I was like 15 or whatever, and I didn't pay attention to those scenes, the exposure, like how's that going to affect me in the future? Like the trauma, because you're trying to keep it in the show, right? In the presence of the show. But what about the actresses going through what they're going through, having to deal with these subject matters, and they're super young, right? Because these actresses on this show for seasons, we all know like GOT would take like summers off, 2 years off, come back. So they were in the circus for a while. And so she's like, okay, I experienced some trauma that has affected me. I want to talk about it now. And some of the things she said was she was on set and she would try to like have as much fun as she could between takes. That's the only way she knew how to escape from what she was gonna have to do in that scene. So, and I remember too, like we all remember it, just being shocked about what was happening. Is this allowed, right? But HBO always presses the button. They always go for it or what they're gonna do because they want to make a point. They want to, show certain things. So the question is, what at the expense of entertainment, at the expense of they're starting their career, right? Because this set her up, right? Regardless of what she went through, this set her up. But she's now going back thinking, well, 15, I'm on a GOT set like this, things are going down. Is this okay? Like we're watching this for seasons. So, should she have played Sansa Stark? Should Sophie Turner have went down this road? Like her career right now is, because we're always going to remember that it's set. She could play these different roles. We've seen her in, do some X-Men stuff. It's opened other doors for her. So was it, is that at the end of the day, are you like, okay, that's the benefit? So, Akil, Jamie, what you guys think?
I would say no, because I'm looking at, like from a work perspective, I'm looking at child labor laws. So if you go with an actress that's 18 or over, you can have them on set longer. They have more maturity when it comes to scenes of that subject matter because you're 15, you're still molding your mind. You're not really, like fully developed until you're 23. So I still feel like 15 is way too young. Even with Spider-Man, they didn't cast like a 15-year-old. Like Tom Holland was, I believe, 18 when he first started. So I think they should have went with an actress a little older.
Yeah, when you brought up this story, I was actually surprised that she was 15 years old when she played this role. So, because usually, historically, when we've seen movies and TV shows that are teenagers as characters, they're always played by like 30-year-olds. Yep. And that's become like a running gag. So the fact that they actually did it right by, I guess, casting a 15-year-old to play a 15-year-old is interesting to me, but I do agree. I think that she should not have been that young to play this, especially this particular kind of role, because Sansa, I mean, it was brutal. There was obviously some assault going on, gaslighting, emotional trauma, and they was just being nice in the TV show. The books is even worse. So yeah, the fact that Sophie Turner is being very honest about, or open rather, about her mental health during this series, I can't imagine how that must have felt for her, because it's one thing being an actor and you're doing a very traumatic role, and then it's just like a one and done thing, and then you move on to a rom-com or something else, and it's no big deal. But then to do this show year after year and several episodes within that season, and I mean, Sansa was like beat, like out of all of the characters, Sansa was treated the worst. To go through that, it's gotta affect your psyche. It's gotta. So yeah, I'm sure they had like tons of therapists and mental health professionals there to work with her on set day in and day out, but still, I mean, it's still got to have an impact. So yeah, I don't think it's, to sum it up, I don't think it's right that they cast someone that young to play that kind of role.
Now, could they get like a body double for certain scenes, or like did she have to like reenact every required scene?
I think the scene where she's like, because she started when she was 15, so that was season 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the scene where she's R-worded, I don't think that happened until like season 4 or season 5. So she probably would have been of age back then. Feel free, anybody in the comments, let me know if I'm mistaken there. But I think she was an adult when that season happened. But yeah, I that's a good question. I don't know if she had a body double or not. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah,
because you see people like actors will get body doubles for like superficial things, like, oh, there's a scene where they show my butt cheek. This guy has a better butt cheek, so I'm gonna have them stand in for me. So like, for superficial things, they can get body doubles. So I feel like they could have got a body double for, something that traumatic. But who knows? Maybe they wanted to keep the authenticity of that scene and keep the actress in there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's a lot for someone underage. I did not know that until you brought up this story. I was like, wow, really? Okay.
Yeah, I guess it reminded me too of Kit Harington, like his obviously different situation, but he took time off, and I think he was like in rehab a little bit too. It might have been a little different situation while he was in rehab, but I'm just curious, like all those actors and actresses that got caught up in that world for so long, and they were like, yeah, I'm gonna need to take a break. I'm gonna need to like be secluded over here for a little bit, to come back, do some other things. Because it's intense. It's intense.
You lose a sense of who you are when you're like playing a role like that. Like even like with wrestlers, they're portraying a character 24/7. So like whenever like a wrestler gets fired, they gotta like figure out who they are again after portraying this character 24/7 for 5-6 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get lost in that character. What about the people too, like the Ramsey, the Joffreys that people just couldn't stand that are now have that image of them? You know, I always wonder too on that other side, you know, what they're because I mean, I haven't seen them in anything. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just wondering how that goes on the flip side.
I don't know.
Wasn't one of them in John Wick?
You said
Go
what?
ahead.
Wasn't one of them in the first John Wick?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, did one of the
Maybe.
was the one that unalived his dog?
Oh,
It was I forgot his name, but it's the redhead one. What was her name? Lily Allen's brother. What's his name?
Oh, Alfie Allen.
Alfie. Yeah.
oh, okay. Well, there you go.
I mean, and then I think about God. Now the actor's name is not coming to me, but Littlefinger. He was a prick in The Wire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was. Yep. Yeah.
So, like he's been
He kept
he's
that
been a
role
douche-
going.
I used to
he's
call
been-
him Dirty Fingers. He's just
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
been a
that's
dirty
it.
dog for
Yep.
years.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but he does it so well. He's probably
He
the
was my
nicest
pick
guy
for
you'll ever
Doctor
meet.
Strange. That was my fan cast.
Oh yeah, he would have been a great Doctor Strange.
Mhm.
Got that arrogance to him.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
If you
Okay.
need a double,
Variant. It could be a variant.
a variant.
He could be a variant. There we go. Well, there's another movie that's coming out aside from Doctor Strange. It's not coming out this year, but it's coming out soon. Actually, no, it is coming out this year.
Yeah, I think I
coming
saw
out this year.
December, but don't quote because this could change. This could change, y'all. It's been like about 13 years or something like that.
Yeah, Avatar the sequel, the way of the water. Is that the
Okay, I see you, Lil Wayne. That's Lil Wayne, right?
Oh my gosh.
Avatar
I'm
got
done.
dreads?
Nah, he
I'm
got
done
too
right
many dreads. That's not Lil Wayne. Lil
So
Wayne
the,
got
the
about
first
10
one
dreads.
had dreads too, though, right? They had some of the avatars with dreads. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, this is happening. I mean, we talked a little bit about Avatar in our last episode, but the teaser trailer was released, and people are talking about it. Akil, I'm going to go to you because you posted it on your fan site on Facebook, and it seems like people ain't that hyped for the sequel.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna break it down. So the novelty of 3D has went away. They're not even selling 3D TVs like that anymore. They're not making 3D DVD or Blu-rays like they did anymore. So that has went away. The anticipation for something was been 10 years now. Like I forgot the movie. I had to go back and watch it. It's basically Fern Gully with alien
Hey,
creatures.
that's
and
my
birds.
jam, though. Dang, Fern
Yeah,
Gully,
man.
Last
Fern Gully
Rainforest.
for real.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
What you know about that, Ryan?
Ryan's too
You
young.
see,
Ryan's
I
too
was
young.
quiet. I
Yeah,
was
she wasn't
quiet,
even
though.
born yet, probably.
I was
You don't know about Fern Gully?
Uh-uh.
Nah,
From
she's
Disney
too young,
Plus.
Akil. I'm telling you.
Send
That's
me that link. Send me that link, Akil.
yeah, that's a
I got
classic.
you now.
That's for those of us of a certain age.
Yep. So yeah, it's Fern Gully just retold and
Yeah, colonization of a marginalized people, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm excited for it because of the theater experience. I'm ready to go back to the theater again. I'm ready for, that 3D IMAX experience. And it's probably going to be even more intense because the technology is more advanced. And this was like over a decade ago. It looked good then. So today it's probably going to be amazing. And James Cameron, guy's a perfectionist. He's going to wait, to make sure this thing is top notch. So I think that's what I'm excited about. Of course, the story does have to be good. So at the end of the day, it can have all the action and great visuals that a movie needs. But if it doesn't have a good substantive story, it doesn't matter. So hopefully the story connects. And I get what you're saying there, because I think that's what's sort of making fans feel very, apathetic about the movie sequel. But I don't know. I'm ready for it. I'm here for it.
I think it's gonna take like a crazy cameo or like Tom Cruise, isn't that like for like me to be like, oh man, I'm gonna see
Tom-
Avatar too. Tom Cruise
Tom
got
Cruise?
dreads in it. It's gonna take Tom Cruise with dreads for me to get excited for this movie.
Nah, Tom Cruise got to sit down for a little bit.
Samuel Jackson, I need something wild.
Okay, now we're talking. Now we're
Something that
talking.
sets me off guard to be like, all right, Avatar, you got Sam.
I just want to
Jackson.
say, Zoe Saldana get paid. Get that money, girl.
Oh,
I just want to say that.
I know she's Gamora and Neytiri.
Yep, I was like, get the money. But Jake and Neytiri, they got like 3 kids, y'all. 3. I'm seeing in this this new movie.
Oh yeah, they have family now, so we get to explore the family dynamic of them in the sequel. So that'll be cool.
Did y'all notice that ever since Drumline, like Zoe's like, I don't want no more black, romances in my film. Nick Cannon too fertile.
They didn't take us back to Drumline though. No, you didn't do it. Why'd you do it? You have to do it.
After Drumline, she's like, this man too fertile. I don't even want to breathe. Yeah. I don't want no more black love interests. No more. I'm done.
Akil, go ahead and meet yourself, Akil. Okay, go ahead and meet yourself. You didn't have to do it. You did not have to do it.
Did y'all see that video where she finally apologized for playing Nina Simone? Did y'all see that?
No, I didn't see that. She finally apologized.
Yeah, she apologized. She started crying.
Man,
I'm like, yeah, that.
She went from green paint to black paint. Ain't that something?
Yeah. Ooh, I'll never forget when that movie came out, and then the official Nina Twitter account said, "Keep my name out your mouth," or something like that. She said, "I was like, damn." From the Nina Simone official account, keep my name out your mouth. Woo! Oh man, yeah. So. But Zoe, she, I don't have any issues with her. She's apologized, so I'll take that.
Zoe looking through the script. What the love interest look like? Black.
Well, Sam Worthington was in the first movie, so
I'm not mad at you, Zoe. I would have did the same if I had to do a movie with Nick Cannon. I would did the same.
He had his yeah.
I always forget she was in Drumline too, though. That's what made me mad. I always forget that.
He got like 50,000 babies, so we could say some things about Nick Cannon too.
I think the future of America is going to be like we're all going to be descendants
of Nick Cannon. Yeah, he's like Abraham in the Bible.
Hold up! Don't speak that on me.
Nick Cannon and Kiki Wyatt.
Okay, moving right along.
Oh Lord, to mess up my whole lineage. Please move to the next story.
I'm sorry.
So our next story is about this wonderful woman here. Listen, I have nothing but good things to say about my girl Monique. I really do, because people was going after her with the whole Netflix drama. People was going after her because she came after Oprah and Tyler Perry. And I'm going to let you lead with this story because you brought it to my attention, Ryanne. She's on a comeback.
Yeah, season 2 stars drama BMF Black Mafia family. Let me get my letters right. She's gonna be playing Goldie. So let's see here. A sophisticated Atlanta strip club owner with swagger and street smarts is the description they gave. Yep. So I'm with you, Jamie. Like it's so cool to see her getting to be able to do something again after Precious and the whole like things went left and there was so much things going on. I feel like she's finally gonna get an opportunity to come back to do the comeback, and it's been a lot of apologies and opening the space up again. So yeah, I think it's gonna be good for her. I think she's gonna fit into this role.
I'm just here for it. Look, I mean, we see what's going on with Netflix right now. Like stock is like half of what it was back 6 months ago. So I feel like you do wrong by me. I just feel like Monique is living her best life. And all she asked was for a pay raise, and people was trying to come after her with that situation. So good for her. Nothing but good things. All the best to her. Academy Award winning actress. What can you say?
Where you at, Akil? You watching season 2?
Are y'all ready for my interesting take on this?
Oh yeah, we ready.
Right, let's do this. Shout outs to 50 Cent employing the black community. All right, look at all these people he's been employing. Amari Hardwick was going through hard times. He's helped him out. He's helped Monique, got her unblackballed. He helped that actor from the Cosby Show that was working at Trader Joe's. He's having a lot of opportunities for the black community. Controversial statement. 50 doing more for the black community than Biden. I said it.
Oh, listen, bro.
I said it. 50 out here doing more. 50 hired me. 50 hired me, 50, because you hiring everybody. You're giving black folks jobs who haven't worked in decades. Okay?
Yeah, give me on that power.
Preach.
You got people on production, black. You got people writing scripts, black. You got actors, black. 50 Cent, all people, who would have thought 50 Cent out here employing half the black acting community? Who would have thought that?
Mm-hmm.
In the club out here.
Nicole says she dissed Whoopi and I can't get past. However, she needs to be doing something. Oh, she dissed Whoopi? I got issues with Whoopi though.
I better say Whoopi going through some things these days.
I don't even know if I can get into that. Right?
No, y'all ain't go
I
black.
got
Yeah, that's another. That's sketchy.
That's like a whole episode.
Yeah, she going through some things.
Y'all ain't about to blackball me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, she going through some things, and yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yep, y'all ain't about to mess up my passport. It's too cold in Canada. I ain't going back.
Oh man,
it's too cold.
Akil, I want to bring you like a Biden hating session. Really
For what?
For a Biden hating session.
Man, I told you 50 doing more.
I know you was like, he's doing more for the black community than Biden. Boom. I'm like, oh, preach.
Doing way more.
Way more. Well, I appreciate that. So yeah, that's going on with Monique. We also want to talk about some weird news, and I'll also let you lead off on this one as well, Ryan, because weird news is always fun to talk about. Because just there's always weird stuff going on in the world. So yeah.
Imagine having no pilot experience, right? Like never touch your controls or anything, and you all of a sudden have to land this plane. So this happened to like these weird stories. I'm going to say these are in Florida, so you guys might be a little shocked. Probably not. I'm just going to say, You said what? What'd you say, Phil?
What's going on in Florida, man?
Yeah, like both these stories we got are in Florida. But anyway, so I think it's maybe a guy and maybe one other passenger on this plane. It was a smaller plane. But basically, the pilot had a medical emergency, fell front on the controller, and so the plane started nosediving. And this guy, like, you got to get over you better not have a fear of heights. This guy snapped to it and was like, got on the radio, however you call it, with air traffic controller, and they basically talked him through how to land this plane in Florida. And if you go and Google the whole conversation, this guy is way too calm for me. Like, he was like, they were asking him, they were like, well, so sir, where are you? And he's like, well, I don't know. Like, I think I see the coast of Florida somewhere.
Florida.
Right. Like, he just was like, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to imagine being in that situation. The pilot is like, gone, y'all, just gone. And it's like, you got to land this plane. Maybe it's like video games. Maybe you play enough video games. You ready to go in the virtual VR stuff? You can hang in there, but I don't know. Couldn't be. That's scary to me. That's scary. But I don't know. If your life on the line, maybe you make the decision. What'd you say, Akil?
I said I crash every time I play those flight simulators. So I'm not made for that, man. Like, remember, what's that Denzel Washington movie where he had the fly the plane up something? Flight? Nah, I'm having a panic attack. We're gonna have to find God together. Because we're gonna have to just accept what's going on, because I am not landing that plane properly.
Yeah, it's a nosedive for me. What you think, Jamie?
Yeah, it's scary. I mean, I'm gonna be on a plane later this month, so I don't even want to think about it. Scary. And it's gonna be my first time on a plane in 2 years, because I haven't been on a plane since COVID. The last time
COVID got everybody up.
Yeah. When COVID hit, I was a little paranoid. I was like, I don't want to be next to folks. So
I went to Vegas not too long ago. My pilot, he hit every air bump, man. We were just bumping. I said, Lord, let this not be my last flight. Let this not be my last flight. But we made it. It was good.
Oh man.
Yep. Just say a little prayer. Get yourself on point.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But
So we've got one more weird story with this dude.
this guy.
This guy looks grimy.
He does.
So
He's like, hey kids.
this guy right here, Mark Allen Sanderson. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right, but I don't know what. Maybe don't matter because this dude really thought he was like in a real life Wedding Crashers, I was just like, why? So they do the ceremony, right? This couple does the ceremony and everything. Again, we're down in Florida, and this dude just come waltzing in the reception. He like ready to drink. He like drinking. He eating. He dancing. And they like, it took him a minute to figure out, like, okay, so that's not your friend, or I don't know him. That's not somebody's cousin or something. He's just strolling around the wedding. So they escort him out once. I think it was like the bride's father, or some other kind of relative too. They try to escort him out. He comes back in through the kitchen. And so he does eventually get like arrested and all that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure he was trying to steal some of the gifts and stuff that were going on down at the wedding. But the couple not pressing charges though, y'all. They like, the bride was laughing. I would have felt some type of way because I'm like, sir, this is not the movies. Why are you just randomly at my wedding popping up? But she was cool about it. So I don't know. I mean, what y'all think? I mean, I guess people out here real life wedding crashing. I guess that's what we doing.
Can I make a confession?
Yep.
Yes.
I've crashed a wedding or two. First of all,
or two.
Every black person knows somebody named Chris. Okay, so when I show up at the wedding, I say I'm Chris. And there's always that family member that got some outside family, that uncle that's been out here, rolling stone. I'll just be like, and when they ask too many questions, I say, man, chill out, man. Chill out. It's Chris. I'm cousin in them. It's Chris. Eat some hors d'oeuvres. I'll let y'all know a little secret. Gay weddings have the best food. Top shelf. Cousin Chris coming through.
Oh, y'all, please block cousin Chris on the guest
cousin
list.
Chris,
please.
Cousin Chris, baby.
Oh my gosh! When you said that, for some reason I thought about the joke with Cedric the Entertainer from Kings of Comedy. Have you ever been to a gay wedding? And then he says, "Get up, get on the floor. It's about to fit and being a change up in here." Remember that scene in Kings of Comedy? Okay, never mind.
Gay weddings.
Y'all don't remember that?
I'm looking forward to my next gay wedding I'm going to go to. We're going to have some good food.
Lord. Please get cousin Chris off this get. No,
and
get
if
him
the
off
food
the
ain't
list.
good, boy, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna shame him. I'm gonna be like, shame on you, sir.
Not you crash and you shaming.
Shame on you for this dusty food. No, how dare you?
I don't think I've ever crashed a party before, but it would be fun to do one. Like if someone was like, "Hey, you want to go to this party and crash it?" I wouldn't say no. Like just to have the experience of crashing the party. So
well, see, I think the party is different than the wedding, though.
My wedding. I'm sorry, I'm talking over you. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say I feel like a party different than the wedding, but go ahead, cousin Chris.
Yeah, we had this random white guy crash my wedding, and it was like some guy my wife went to school with.
What?
And she's like, I haven't seen him in 5 years. I'm like, you eating my hors d'oeuvres? I was like, who are you? It pissed me off, to be honest. I know I'm a hypocrite. Yeah. I'm a hypocrite. I know it. I was like, it's not fun when you do it to me. Come on now.
This is a one-way street.
It's a one-way, exactly. I was like, how dare you come and eat my hors d'oeuvres? I was like, this stuff was expensive. $13 a plate? You just took $13 out of my hand.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I guess, but yeah, Jamie, I wish you like a party. I don't know about a wedding. A party, maybe. A party.
That man colonized my wedding.
I don't know.
He ate a whole plate.
Wedding, you got to get all dressed up. Like that takes effort.
And like you, like I mean, I guess a party just money in general. But I mean, like Akil was saying, like you take a $13 out of somebody.
No, you just dress like you going to Best Buy, some slacks, and you know that cousin Chris was a little wild.
Not the Best Buy slacks.
Chris could have just got out of jail. Who knows? We don't know cousin Chris's life. Just wear some slacks and a polo.
I just hope it ain't blue though. Like, did you really go the whole Best Buy look into this wedding?
Yes. What's the problem? I believe in myself.
No. Cousin Chris off the list. Thank you.
Oh, I need to do that in Vegas. They too drunk to realize what's going. Ooh, I got to put that on my bucket list. Crash in Vegas.
Oh God, this guy added to the list.
That's
Lord.
Well,
Jamie,
cool.
please change
Well,
the topic.
yeah, you know what? That's a good segue because we've actually wrapped up our hot topics for the night, and this has been a fun episode. Akil, it's been a pleasure talking with you tonight. Before we go, yes, thank you. Please let us know where we can find you on your podcast. You mentioned you do TikTok, your TikTok handle, Twitter, like all of the socials where we can learn more about you. And if there's anything else that you have coming up that you want to promote.
Oh, okay. Follow me at _Bacchanal, BACCHANAL. I need some help on the TikTok, man. I'm making good content, but it's not getting out there because they like to shadow ban your boy. Because I make statements like I did about Biden just now. So come support me there. Support me on Instagram. I need to get more active on Twitter, but it's the same handle, _Bacchanal. I'm heavy on Instagram and Facebook. Join the Bacchanal Podcast fan page. It's a safe space. We're a private group. You don't have to worry about your job, seeing you wilding out in the comment section. We blocking all that. Feel free. It's like having your phone locked at a concert. Be your free self.
Yeah.
Be your free self. Liberate yourself.
Liberate yourself. And projects, I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm working on some things.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
okay, Cousin Chris. Get it, Cousin Chris?
Nicole, that was last week.
We
talked about Moon Knight last week. Where you at, sis?
How do y'all feel about Conchu? Like, I was like, why y'all get a white British actor to voice an African god? Like, you got Conchu showing up. Like, why you got this British old white man being an African god? That's what I
didn't care for Moon Knight, so it's I said it last week on our show. It's just too disconnected, not only from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's all over the place. I really don't know where the plot is going. I get that there's this like duality with his personalities, and we're doing all of this back and forth between the Steven character, the Mark character, and they're in these different worlds and all of this, but it's my ADD cannot handle it, and it was just hard to follow. And when a show is very hard to follow, where I have to watch it again, which I ended up doing, that's not a good sign. And then the ending wasn't even that eventful for me. Like the whole end credit scene that everybody's talking about is like, okay. So, yeah.
Jamie, I have a question. Did you read the comic books?
I didn't, and I think that's a large part of it because people's excited about what is it, Jake Spice, Locksley. Yeah, everybody's excited about his character, and obviously, if you haven't seen Moon Knight, we have just spoiled the hell out of it for you. But I did not read the comics, so that's probably a big part of why I didn't get as drawn to the show as some people have. But I mentioned this on last week's show. I didn't read Guardians. Love the Guardians movies. Love them. So I don't know if that necessarily means anything if you don't read the comics.
His comics are batshit crazy. Like I'll explain because I read them before the show. Not all of them, but like the recent runs. I saw him read one comic. He teamed up with Wolverine, Captain America. Who else was part of that team? It was Wolverine, Captain America, and Spider-Man. He's having conversations with them. I'm like, okay, this is going good. I know these characters. They cut to a different panel in the comic. He's at a table talking to himself. This man is a madman. Half the team ups in the comic, you don't know if they're real. You don't know if his costume is real. You don't know if he's just running around with like a pillowcase on his head. Like, we don't know what's real and what's fake in the comics.
So, man, maybe the show is an improvement because I mean it's still confusing, but you could kind of like at some point you kind of gotta wrap it. But in the comic, you can just keep like everybody's head just hurting.
Yeah, I have no clue what's going on. I don't know if he's really Moon Knight or if he's just a madman running around with a pillowcase.
Yeah, I did. Now I gotta give him like a little bit. I like that Mark and Steven fight scenes though. I like that switch up on that uniform. I thought that was pretty dope.
See, that's not how it is in the comics. He'll literally. There's no like supernatural element with the costume. Like he'll have to go in his car and change his clothes. It's that, yeah. He's like, 1 second. Marks will be right here.
Okay, well, I'm glad he didn't do that now. I'm glad he didn't do that because we already got enough of the personalities. Like, at least it's quick. I don't know, it felt quicker to me on the show. I'm glad he had to get in the car and change out and all that.
Like he had people like sewing his cape for him and stuff in the comics.
Jeez. Yeah.
Hey,
maybe I don't know if I want to read the comics now because I was going to go back, but I don't know.
The struggle is real.
Well, you know, shout out to Oscar Isaac. Keep your wardrobe changes going.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be a season 2. They first said that there was going to be a series finale, and then the Disney Twitter account said that there's a season finale. So, you know, for you fans that did enjoy the show, look like you're going to see it again. I won't be tuning in, but y'all enjoy it. Y'all enjoy it.
Hey, I'm a tune in. I'm trying to get that Disney money, man. I'm trying to be like these blurs out here on the red carpet.
Yeah, speaking. That's what I'm talking
about. You will. Listen, you will. Because that's the thing, too. A lot of these studios are reaching out to more diverse publications and members of the press to cover these things. So that ain't going to be a problem. So
well, thank you, James. Thank you for believing in me.
Yeah, I believe in you.
In your face, Dad. Thank you, Jamie.
What?
I said, in your face, Dad. You know, I gotta, deal with my trauma.
Oh,
midlife crisis.
Take that, Dad.
I think what's going to be really interesting is all of us fighting for Black Panther when that comes out.
Oh, yeah,
that is going to be interesting.
I feel like the whole movie is just going to be a tribute to Chadwick with little to no progression in the story. What I ultimately want is for something like Secret Invasions to happen, where the universes collide and they start pulling people from different universes. I want them to recast T'Challa without recasting T'Challa. You see where I'm going here? Where they pull a variant of T'Challa that's different from our 616 universe. That way that the memory of Chadwick is still there. And then we have a new fish out of water T'Challa that has to, get himself up to speed with what's going on in that Wakanda. Because right now we're robbing a lot of young Black men of Black Panther stories because we only got one movie.
I know.
Yep.
We only have one movie.
We barely have, and E-Man mentioned this in the podcast when we talked to him about, like, we barely got any of T'Challa's story. He had one movie. He was in the Captain America movie for like a second, and then Endgame dies. So we didn't get anything, barely of his story compared to the other Avengers.
The actor from Snowfall, I think he would be a great Black Panther variant.
Oh, Damson Idris?
Yep, I think he would be a great Black Panther variant from a different universe.
I always think Yaya, as far as like if they did do
Yaya's every go-to Black superhero though, man. Man's Candyman.
Yeah, if he hadn't did the other roles,
Yaya, the reason why I wanted him to play him is because he's got brand name recognition. He has played in the comic book universe. So comic book fans know him, and that's what you want. Like when you recast someone, you want that name recognition. You don't want a nobody. Like so far, every other actor that's in these like major roles are named actors. They're not like nobodies. So if they want to sell this movie to a big global audience, they're gonna have to cast an actor that's got the brand name recognition and the recognition among the comic book fans. That's why Yaya, I think, is a perfect fit.
Will Smith.
Look, he gonna slap the hell out of everybody on that.
Slap his way through Wakanda.
You know what? Him slapping people will live with him for so long. Poor Smith.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
Will Smith.
But that will help him with roles. Like I remember when he played Deadshot, they're like, Will Smith's too soft. I can't see him playing a bad guy. He out here slapping folks now. Go ahead and do Deadshot too. Do a Deadshot solo film at this point.
Michael, come on, Greg on the panel, giving strong Black woman vibes. LOL.
Thank you, sir. Call me by my government name, Gregory Akil. Thank you, sir.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see how all of that stuff pans out.
Mhm.
But I really like where Marvel's at right now with these different variants and the multiverse. It opens up so many different possibilities with the characters,
Oh, yeah.
the stories. We can have elsewhere stories. I'm ready for Miles Morales. I'm ready to see
Oh yeah, that was,
different
Oh
variants.
yeah, that'll be coming out too.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna get our Miles movie again. When does that come out? October?
They pushed it back.
Did they push
yeah,
it back
I think they
again?
probably did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, got pushed back farther than my hairline, man. I don't know what's
Listen,
going on.
when are we getting our Static movie? That's what I want to know. They keep putting
Talk to Michael B. Jordan. Go ahead and interview him.
I know. Stop playing Michael B. Jordan. If you're taking selfies and on red carpets and stuff, stop playing.
because that's a project that's been pushed back a
Yep.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what
Waiting on
Milestone is doing. Milestone is like, yeah, we launching Milestone 2.0. Okay, we gonna do it next week. We're gonna do it.
See,
2
this
years from now.
what
We're
makes
gonna
me
do it
mad
5 years
when just white people in the comments like, come on, you know you got to keep this on the money. You got to release this stuff. You got to be ready.
The comics are going really well, though. I've been reading it. They altered his story where he's pretty much at a Black Lives Matter protest, and that's where his power
okay.
manifests.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Okay.
the comics are let me backtrack. So the Milestone comics are out. They have been.
They're out. Yeah,
Okay. All
They're
right.
ready.
that's why I'm here.
We just waiting on Static.
Filling that gap for y'all.
So they got new issues of like Blood Syndicate, and
Mhm.
they got. Does Rocket have her own titles?
Yeah. Icon and Rocket, Blood Syndicate, Static. There's others.
I'm gonna have to pick those up then.
All right, Milestone 2
minute.
come through.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've picked up a comic book, so I need to check that out then.
Yeah, it was free comic book day last Saturday.
It was, and I missed that. So guess I have to pay for mine.
You got that money, Jamie. You good?
Darn it. Well, cool. I appreciate you. I'm gonna wrap this up because we've been an hour and 30 in, which you know what? It's been worth it. It's been worth every
It's a lot of
second. And thank you guys for tuning in. Again, please share this to anybody that is interested in comics and things that are about entertainment, people that are fans of Jesse Williams, anybody out there that wants
See
to
you,
check
King
out.
Jesse.
You know, you never know. And then we'll be back next week. And as I teased, we will be back with a special guest to talk about Batwoman and the Save Batwoman campaign. So
Can't wait.
don't miss out on that. Yeah. So thanks, Akil, for coming in, and we'll see you guys.
Anytime.
All right. Bye.
Bye.